What do you do when you have a food truck and a pandemic hits? Well, you can park it in the garage, as most did, or you can repurpose it into a mobile closet to help the less fortunate in Niagara. Board member Amy Lynn visits the Source studio. She's with Niagara's mobile closet. Amy, how did the mobile closet get started?
Well, between Pam Nicholson, she's actually a small business owner for Itty Bitty Pie Company. She had a food truck, and with the rest of the world, she has her food truck industry was completely depleted, and so she and her friend Leslie Davenport came together. And they took on the initiative to ask for clothing donations. And with those clothing donations, they converted the food truck into a clothing closet and made their way out into the community. The community really was engaged, came together, and they have pounded the streets. And like many, it didn't take long for them to figure out in St. Catharines that there's a lot of need just out on the streets. So it wasn't hard to find the need.
To me, it's fascinating because, asking people who are less fortunate to come to a location that might be inconvenient. They might not be able to get there. Yeah. Now you can take the clothing to them.
Yeah, we're connected to this mobilization of services. It's a movement right now. So bringing the services to them, meeting their needs, and meeting them where they're at.
What's in the mobile closet?
So because we have so many donations coming in, we'll be able to provide all different sizes for individuals, but we also provide hygiene supplies outside of our window, and we also are providing rough sleeping supplies as well.
Shoes are a big thing, I understand, as well?
Shoes is a huge commodity because especially men's running shoes, we are lacking with regards to donations around those, and we have something called Shoe Chronicles. Those Shoe Chronicles are just pictures and images that speak 1,000 words to what a homeless individual on the street might be wearing. Just for an example, we had one gentleman that was wearing a size 7 shoe. However, he was a size 12.
Oh.
So when you're homeless and you're in St. Catharines or in any kind of region, you guys, they're walking around to get to their services at all time. They're using their feet quite a bit. So feet, like foot care, as well as having running shoes, the proper attire is a big thing that they do need.
How much work did it take to retrofit this food truck into the closet type of situation that it's running as now?
Well, I think it was Leslie Davenport who said it was a labor of love. So they worked countless amount of hours, off hours, weekends. Pam invested a lot of time into making sure that it's organized, but now also with the overflow of donations, where do we store them? How do we maintain being organized?
Where do you store stuff that's not necessarily ready to go into the closet?
We have to say a big shout out to Matt, the executive director for the Niagara's Furniture Bank.
He's one of your partners?
He is definitely one of our partners. He's right connected to the mission of idea of recycling and less waste, but he's now giving us an opportunity to store our items in one of his locations.
Where can people drop off donations of clothing?
So we can people can drop off donations at 18 Secord, which is the Itty Bitty Pie Company. However, we do ask that people drop off donations that are connected to our needs list.
Now, the pandemic is over. The Itty Bitty Pie Company probably wants to get their truck back on the road doing what it was meant to do. So if that is the case, what's the next step for Niagara's mobile closet?
So we're looking for sustainability. The needs are definitely out there. That has been resonated through the community in the last 7 months that we've been operating. So what we're doing right now is we have a fundraiser on August 8th at the Grantham Lions Club. That is at Niagara and Lake Street. We're having a fundraiser. It's a high-end car wash. We have a sponsor by the name of Supreme Suds who's coming out with all of his tools and his generators and his sprayers. So we're not going to be sitting there with buckets. And so he's coming out. It's high-end. And then we also have a car show with the sponsor of the A4C Car Club, antiques and classic cars, and a little bit of a barbecue and maybe a tour of the truck as well.
Just to clarify, that's Niagara Street at Lakeshore Road, not Lake Street, just to clarify.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Confusion, I know you
New
weren't,
Saint to the,
you're not a St. Catharines
no, I'm brand
person
new.
by nature.
Yes.
So is it just you're accepting donations at that car wash? Is there a price for the car wash?
There is no price for the car wash. We are accepting donations to what people can give. And we're also accepting donations of running shoes there as well.
What's your biggest pressing need for donations?
Our biggest pressing right now, it would be men's running shoes.
And what about clothing? What are some of the items of clothing that you really need?
So the clothing items, right now, we're looking for some additional like 3XL clothing for women and small shirts for men. We do have an abundance of clothing right now, and so we're getting geared up for winter and fall. The season's changing, and so we do have quite a bit of overflow right now. But as we begin to have more capacity to get out into the community more, we will see more need for more donations in clothing.
Amy, are you still looking for people to volunteer with the Mobile Closet?
Yeah, we're always looking for volunteers to join us, and we have a Facebook page where they can join a group called Mobilizers. They are more than welcome to join the Mobilizers group and say they're interested, or they can also look into our website and connect with us through our contact page.
Amy, thanks so much for joining us today to talk about the Mobile Closet. The Car Wash fundraiser is at the Grantham Lions Club, August 8th from 11 until 2 p.m. More information at niagarasmobilecloset.com.